Good Monday morning to you, Roger Hill of Wuthering Heights. This weather video is driven by 802cars.com, representing 802 Toyota, Twin Cities Subaru, and 802 Honda, all located off of exit 7 on Interstate 89. Broad picture here, you can see where the colder weather is, of course, up in the Arctic area of northern parts of Canada, and some of that in eastern parts of Alaska. And then, of course, warmest conditions in the tropics. We're seeing 80s. And of course the in-betweens. Let's take a look a little bit closer in. And we have this trough of lower pressure currently. You can see in these colors here, this is the trough, kind of through this region here. Of course, out ahead of it, it's brought subtropical moisture north and some fairly copious amounts, greater than 1.5 inches in some locations of eastern New England. That was never really expected to get into Vermont, but we did have a little bit of mixed precipitation types, and colder weather is just around the corner. A lot of clouds still upstream, but we should see some intervals of sunshine break out a little bit later on this afternoon, along with a little bit of a blustery northwest wind. And you can see that here with these winds along the backside and across the northern Great Lakes and whatnot. This is going to be pushing into the region for a time this afternoon, and those winds do calm down. Looks like we'd see gusts maybe up around 35, 40 miles per hour across the ridge tops, mostly in areas around the northern and Central Green Mountains. So for this morning, the anomalous warmer air is being pushed out by this frontal system here. This is below normal in temperatures. You can see running about 5, 6, 7 degrees below normal. Out ahead of that, that was yesterday's slightly warmer than normal temperatures, and running about 10, 12 degrees. So that's good. Gets pushed out with the frontal boundary, and you can see colder than normal conditions. This is going into Tuesday. Tuesday is going to be our coldest day of this particular period before more warm air advection begins to work in. And you can see that once we get into Thursday and Wednesday and Thursday, that starts to take place. That's also going to produce a little bit of mixed bag of precipitation, especially Wednesday night into Thursday morning, Thanksgiving Day. So heads up. Now, Thanksgiving itself, this is valid in the afternoon. We're seeing temperatures here running about anywhere from 10 to 12 degrees above normal. Now, continuing that along, that moves on out, but we stay a little bit above normal as we head into basically Friday and Saturday. A little bit of a cooling takes place, and that's followed by another warm-up. That's we're talking beyond the period here, Sunday night into Monday. And then cooler than normal weather kind of makes a run into a good portion of the lower 40. This almost looks like an El Nino pattern, but needless to say, warmer than normal anomalies really have taken up with some high latitude blocking, and that's forcing the jet stream to do different things. So really, consequently, it does look like we're going to see a kind of a weather pattern change as this begins to take place, with warmer than normal conditions in the northern part of North America and below normal in southern parts of the U.S. and then continuing even into Mexico and across the Gulf of Mexico. Quick look at the incrementals here. This is our storm system providing the rain that's been pushing on out. You can see a little bit of snow on the backside, some of the lake effect streamers for so forth and so on. And some of those do tickle the area, it looks like, in the morning hours on Tuesday. But Tuesday is going to be a cold, dry day thanks to this area of higher pressure pushing in. And those winds calm down. They almost turn calm. Unfortunately, we'll see a lot of high cloudiness overspread this, and the makings of a warm front here. That warm front is also going to produce a little bit of light snow on Wednesday. That kind of tracks in and out pretty quickly, moves to the north. Then more precipitation in the form of mixed precipitation types will be the rule as we head into basically Wednesday night into Thursday. Not looking anything major, just erratic and sporadic. And then beyond that, it does look like kind of just gibberish here, a little bit different here on Friday, as we do have some lake effect streamers coming in with colder air once again. And then that continues, it looks like, into Saturday. But by Saturday night into Sunday, a nice area of higher pressure will build into the region. So beyond the period, we're looking at a couple of dry days, as it looks right now, basically Sunday and into the day on Monday before this system begins to encroach. And it looks like late in the day on Monday, we're talking for another area of rainfall and potentially a little bit of gusty winds here. We might see some gradient winds kick up, but that's a long ways out. We're talking Monday night of next week, working in close to the end of the month or the 1st of December. Precipitation, that's the stuff that's already worked through this morning. We're looking at a downward trend, some drier weather, a little bit of flurry action here, a little more of this system here that's coming in on Wednesday with a little bit of wet snow. That changes, moves on out pretty quickly, and then some mixed precipitation types into the day on Thanksgiving, and then that dries out, and we get more of this. Not a whole lot to look at. The total amount of the QPF looks like this. So we're talking 0.5 of an inch, trying to work up maybe closer to an inch, but pretty gradual stuff. Quick look at the Weather Prediction Center's total QPF in the next 7 days. You're looking at around a 0.5 inch of rainfall here. This is the 1 inch amount. And so more precipitation off to the south and east across southern and eastern coastal New England. Looking at a little bit of a broader picture here, you can see a lot of warm Arctic air. Currently right now in the Arctic, that's pushed a lot of colder air further to the south, a little bit of a displacement. Remember, this is going to be switching up, and we're going to see this colder air to the south and east of us. So a little bit of a pattern change here, some indications in the longer range. Do look at the 2-meter temperature plot with the plotted Euro max temperatures overlaid. That gives you a real good feel for what's going on. Here's dew point temperatures. You can see that not a whole lot of change here, kind of following suit. And then aloft at 850 hectopascal, approximately the top of Mount Mansfield. So precipitation is snow, anything below that. Precipitation is rain, anything above that. And we're getting rain right now. And you can see we get better chances for snow down the Rhodopede. Interestingly, even with Tuesday's colder than normal temperatures, with that roller coaster bottoming out there, the temperatures are still going to be running around 3 degrees above normal. And about 3 days later, the weighted maxes are upward. Look at that, 9 degrees. So if anything, we're going to weightedly move up in temperature. So looking at the tropics right now, we have one disturbance that's worthy, 10%. And then that same system is going to track to the south and east of Bermuda over the next 5 days, and it heads up into about 20% chances. That's it from here. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights. Thanks for watching.